beautiful people. So today we're going to talk about how to have a chic, elegant rebrand for 2026. Make this video is because I feel times I kind of get pushed and pulled in so many different directions. As I'm getting older, I made the intentional decision to try to have more of that chic, elegant aesthetic. I do kind of go back and forth. I do love a great crop top and some sweatpants. It's really important to kind of be able to do both and to know why you're being elegant and why maybe what you're doing may not be the most elegant and sophisticated way of doing something. This video is for the elevated woman who knows how to turn one on versus turn one off. Be comfortable in those types of spaces. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. First tip that I have is that I want you to make a mood board or elegant mood board, and I want you to include everything that you think is elegant, chic, sophisticated. Just type in like elegant homes and elegant fashion, and I want you to create a general idea of what fits your aesthetic. So years ago, and it is just like, it's a random mood board. Sometimes I mix some of the other things that I like onto that board, but it's like elegant cars, elegant homes, elegant outfits, elegant dog items, anything that is truly elegant or embodies the elegance that I want to have. That is on my mood board. And what I would recommend is making mood boards for specific things. So for example, elegant vacations, elegant vacation outfits, elegant hobbies. Once you do that, you are going to start framing things that happen in your life on a regular basis from that lens of what would a sophisticated woman do? What would a chic woman, how would they actually act? It's really fun because it allows you to see the world without trendy, catchy, I have to do this, and you're buying a bunch of random things, to the timeless, long-lasting, this is who you truly want to be. I would say it's really enjoyable to do that because you're like, oh, like this is how I see myself not only at this age but at age 60, 80, whatever. Like I want to dress and act like this at every single phase of my life. It kind of makes you get excited about aging and about next phase because you're like, oh, okay, you can dress like this at such and such age, and you can behave and act like this at phase of your life. So the next tip that I want you to have is understand the elegance mindset that you are her, you are that girl, you are an elegant queen. So important because it is so tempting to go somewhere and think, oh, I don't want to be too much, I don't want to overdo it. But when you start having that elegant mindset, you can do it in a way that's still chic and sophisticated, but it actually fits the vibe and the aesthetic of it. So for example, all the time is I go to the dog park and I like to find outfits like, yeah, sometimes I'm overdressed because I have other things going on, but I like to figure out if I were just running errands and going to like the dog park or a coffee shop or the bookstore, how would a chic, elegant woman do that? You might be a little bit different, you might be a little bit over the top than everyone else, but do not diminish yourself just because they are not at the level that you want to be at yet. Wear heels, wear the frilly coats and the fashionable items, wear what truly represents who you want to be regardless of someone else's opinion. The other thing is, while you have that mindset, I want you to constantly ask yourself, how would an elegant woman do X, Y, and Z? How would an elegant, sophisticated, elite woman walk into a room? How would they speak? How do they communicate? Are they educated? What are they educated on? We want to become more educated. I love listening to audiobooks. I wish one of my videos was sponsored by Audible because I love Audible. My favorite businesses all the time. How would you carry yourself socially? How would you smile in situations? So many areas, and I want you to ask that question and hopefully have an answer to that as much as possible. Also has to do with what you entertain and what you ignore. There are some people that are just not at your level, and I want you to pretty much drop that. Do not give attention, especially when it comes to like dating, careers that are not aligned with your highest best self. There are so many women who are amazing, high class, well educated, sophisticated, have great jobs, just amazing people, and the guys that they're with are just not at their level and they constantly are dragging them down. I want you to remember who you are and refuse to diminish who you are, your stature, your elegance for someone else. You should constantly be elevating regardless of what anyone else around you in your circle is doing or tries to tell you what to do. You believe that you are that girl, you are her. Walk everywhere with that mentality. Just constantly remind yourself, look in the mirror, just be her, be that girl. This one is courtesy of ChatGPT, and it said, instead of asking yourself, can I do this? Ask yourself, how would she do this? I like that. Next tip that I have is kind of fun if you think about it from a growth mindset perspective, but it is to evaluate your actions as if you are a coach watching your playback, pretty much watching your life, your decisions from bird's eye view. Things that I've done where I come back and I'm like, okay, I kind of wish I did this. I kind of wish I did that. If you really want to, I would say journal about it, reflect on your progress. My favorite examples is a few years ago, I took a trip to Thailand and I was trying to go for that edgy look. Kind of did and kind of didn't. And I just remember looking back like, why didn't I go at it from the chic, elegant perspective? I want that to be my brand. I want that to be how I enter spaces, especially as I'm getting older. And I say this for the girlies who are getting older. It's so tempting to get pulled into the trendy, catchy. That's fine every now and then. But I would say for me, how I want to age, how I want to go through life, I want to do it from the timeless beauty perspective, the timeless artistic perspective. When I take trips, I want it to be timeless and sophisticated and chic and just top of the line. And don't get me wrong, I love a good Carrie Bradshaw moment. I love a good like brand crop top, sweats, all of that. But I do want to balance it. Along with that, I don't want you guys to spiral. I don't want you to look at yourself from a negative perspective. This is just data. This is just information. This is your way to say, okay, I want to do this differently. And that's where your mood boards are going to come in. That is where, listening to really good books on like etiquette and sophistication, modeling people who are at that level, that is where that's going to make a huge difference. The main question that I want you to ask yourself from that tip is, does said activity align with who I'm becoming? Does said outfit align with who I'm becoming? Does it look timeless? Could this be seen as art? The next tip that I have, which I feel like it wouldn't be a princess video if I didn't mention it, is to cultivate your look. Cultivate your wardrobe, look maxing, whatever you can do that is truly aligned with that person. Things that I've done that were game changing, and I will talk about it all the time. I received a color analysis when I went to Korea. For those of you who don't believe in color analysis, I genuinely believe that it is game changing. I learned about patterns. I learned about which ones look good for me. I also learned about different ways that for my hair color. Once I did my color analysis, I changed my hair color, wore clothes that were flattering for my body type. It's a way that you can elevate yourself without having to really go out of your way. Apps that you can use. If you're not in a position where you can afford color analysis, I would recommend buying some color analysis books from Amazon, at least the like multi-fabric, and then try it to your face and see which ones look the best on you, because that game changing. Dressing for your body type, finding influencers that have your same body type, finding influencers that have the aesthetic that you want, that have the style that you want. If you want to take some inspo, are Georgina, Lori Harvey, Jasmine Tookes, Malou, I love her. Don't know how to pronounce her name because it's French. I'm absolutely obsessed with her. She's probably one of my favorites. And Bella Hadid when she does more of her elegant looks. The next tip that I have is to practice elegance before the moment, before the time comes. The reason that this is so important is because many girls are obsessing over things that are kind of a waste of time. If you have the time to waste stressing over something that is truly pointless and a waste of your time, you should be utilizing your free time to do things that are actually going to elevate you. Practice walking around your room in an elegant way. Practice your posture. Put your outfits together. Like if you're in your house bored stressing over a boy, go to your clothes, put outfits together, style them, try heels, try looks, find inspiration. That is so much more fun that you can improve. People are like, oh, I just don't know what to wear. 9 times out of 10, most people who have that chic, aesthetic, beautiful look, they are putting their outfits together ahead of time, trying them on, making sure that they fit well, they're checking the tailoring, putting the look together in its entirety before they are walking out of the door. And if you feel like you're constantly rushed and scattered, it's because you're waiting until the last minute to put your outfits together. You're stressed, you're running late, you're not in the mood, and then that's pretty much what ends up happening. And to add to the mood board tip for everything, I say make mood boards for every phase. I mean every phase. I'm telling you, it makes life enjoyable. Let's say you're going to go to graduate school. I want you to make a board of elegant graduate school queen. I want you to make a board, like for me, if I become a mother at some point, I want a video of like elegant moms, kids clothes, considering season. Someone who's elegant dresses in the winter is very different from how someone elegant dresses in the summer. I learned that when I was taking trips. I was like, what swimsuit should I be getting? What are the looks? This is a very niched video. I have this vibe. You probably stuck around, at least to this point. That's what I pretty much did. Do another trip, I would say, let's say if I was going to Japan or if I was going to Greece, I would want to make a mood board of Greece elegance, easy to get caught up and, oh, I like how they made this video and how they recorded this and I like their style. You want to present yourself. What is your overarching brand, your overarching theme? Hope you guys found this video useful. I do like to bounce around from aesthetics. I like to dress elegantly, I like to work out. I have kind of multiple personalities, especially with my job being in the military. I always get to be the most elegant, feminine, dainty person. Because of it, I've learned how to turn it on and off. I've learned how to truly master what it takes to be a high-class woman. So if you guys like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Please share it with a friend who's also in their 2026 Elegant Rebrand. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.